What up you guys, it's your boy Wolf Said the Engineer, and this is Kerbal Mods gameplay. Okay, so it's a new beginning and we're playing off with mod, and it's a lot of them, I gotta say. The point of this gameplay is to play with the career mode using mods and maybe even test some new mods. So I've got a lot of mod installed. To start off, we have the community resources pack, community tech tree, and a lot of contract packs for an extended gameplay. We have the magic orbital science for science, well, extra science you could say, editor extension for better editing in the VAB and the spaceplane hangar. We got extra planetary launch pad where we will be able to build our aircraft anywhere, technically. I will be using for science continued in order for me to, well, I'm lazy, so this would collect the science for us. Hangar extender, just in case we wanted to build some massive rocket. Kerbal attachment system for, well, attaching parts together, having some winches, maybe even cranes. Alright, with no further ado, let's get right into it. We will start a new career. I'm gonna keep the options on a normal level, so nothing like too difficult or nothing too easy, but the mod would do the tricks for us because we're using some mods which would make the gameplay nightmarish, you could say. And we're gonna call you KSP mods gameplay. Okay, what you're looking at here is Kerbal construction time. We have to set up the options for this. I'm gonna use the default setting and add shared pool. This would allow us to use the same upgraded facility in all of our bases, and we would have several of bases because I'm using Kerbin side. Alright, first we need to spend our upgrade points. This will allow us to get more build points per second in the VAB and the spaceplane hangar, and of course more science per build point. You will get certain amount of science for every build point you have, or basically 86 for 100,000. Alright, it's time to pick up some contracts to start up with, and honestly I'm lost between all of those. I think there's a glitch between the contracts mod I added, as it duplicated few of the contracts, but that's even more money for us, so hey! Alright, our first mission is rather easy. Launch your first vessel and collect a science. And I got the best idea for this, and there it is. We will be building a prop using, well, nothing actually, just science instruments. We will not be launching the vehicle. This would just lay standing on the launch pad and it will just collect science for us. And of course, since we can do it anyway, I'm gonna be using the same tactic and build it again in the space plane hangar to collect some extra science from the runway. Alright, it's time to wrap things up. We will have to go with Kerbal Construct in order for us to get our vehicle. As you noticed, we cannot just fly the craft we build. We will have to build it and then using the Kerbal Construct time, launch it. And there it is with all of its glory, getting us science for free and finishing up all those contracts. Okay, so some science to play with, and we got a full refund on our parts, which is great. Now I think we have a problem, as we have a contract, launch your first vehicle, and that didn't work. So picking up a new career, we have the K-Files, which is basically a story mode for Kerbal Space Program. I definitely recommend you play it. So upgrade time, we have some science to spend, and there we go, we do upgrade. If you notice, each upgrade takes several of days to be done. Again, we're using Kerbal construction time, so it will not be done instantly. Okay, back to the contract. Launch your first vessel, and I got the best idea for this. We'll use the sounding rocket, put in some science instruments so we could collect some science at the same time, get the contract finished. Those rockets is very cheap. These each cost 100 or 200 for each part, and it could do the job very well. I have added one of each the instruments I have, as you can see, and it's just one stage with a parachute to recover it. So as usual, we have to build it and wait for it. And there it goes, a ship way to finish a contract and collect one hell of a science. As you can see, it's half automated, as I'm using for science continued. And it have one nice parachute for recovery. This rocket didn't cost us more than 100 and it has achieved its goal. We got some milestone over there and we finished the contract. Launch your vessel. Okay, some sweet science to play with again. For every point we upgrade, we get an upgrade point from Kerbal construction time, which is again an advantage, so we can build aircraft faster. Okay, to wrap things up, we got our second probe from the spaceplane hangar ready, and he will collect some science for us, because of course we do need that science to have a better technology. And off we go to our next contract, achieve an altitude of 18,000 meters. I'm thinking with a great plan we could go with the sounding rocket, cheap again, and it will be able to do the mission. I gotta say, this was an overkill because I could reach an orbit with this, but let's give it a shot. And off it goes with a 4G acceleration. That's great. Oh my god, we got to space. You see, as I said earlier, that's not the problem. This is an overkill. Only problem is coming back, and we're coming back hot. Crashing through the atmosphere. I hope we don't burn. Oh, we crash into the mountain. Our parachute couldn't slow us down. Take two. I hope we make it this time. I've blown up the second stage right away and it burned the first stage. Our mission is to collect atmospheric pressure data from flying low and flying high, and most importantly, recover. Otherwise we won't complete the mission. This mission is of course a story mission. It's called the K file and it's awesome. Well, we actually achieved the goal. We have the science. Question is, can we land back safely? Coming in hot? Well, we slowed down well this time. From what it seems, we have done it. Well, I gotta say that's great, but we're still short on science in order for us to even go to space. So, of the career, of course, we'll build a vehicle just to collect some science or maybe a lot of science out of KSC. I've got the best idea for this, and as it seems, this seems to be my specialty. We're gonna be building a vehicle having a science instrument or two of every kind, with a lot of Kerbal on board. Ooh, I felt the crack in there for a moment. This game is so glitchy. Okay, so off to the crawler. We got the science we need, and I guess that should be enough. Holy jackpot, look at that amount of science. I guess we have done it. We've made good science points. We're up to 75 points now. We can really upgrade the things we need. Okay, off to our next mission, escape the atmosphere. And again, I have some of the best design for this. It's gonna be rather very cheap and very punctual. This thing is a probe with 2 fuel tanks and a rather small engine. Okay, off you go. Full speed ahead, accelerating at 3 Gs. We are coming in at supersonic speed. There we go. I have a good feeling that we would succeed this mission. This is rather awesome. I overcome myself again and I over-engineered the shit out of this. Oh my god, actually we should not escape the atmosphere. We should come back. Yeah. Our mission was to reach 18,000 kilometers. We don't want to escape the atmosphere yet because we did not collect the contract. Okay, and we're back in the... we will pick up the contracts now, and we will go again with the same probe we have built. Now I got some extra money, so we could upgrade something, but we will leave that for later. Meanwhile, let's wrap things up and get ready for our next mission. Okay, so the same probe core again, accelerating at 3 Gs, 4 G. This time, oh my god, we're overheating. Please no. Ooh, that was a close call. We got 8 Gs of acceleration, 10.8. And we reached space. We have successfully escaped the atmosphere. I have a feeling that I could build the same damn thing and orbit. Oops. We burn out. Coming back on the atmosphere. Okay, so times for more contracts. And let's upgrade the facility to get even more. We could fit in some more. Okay, so our mission is rather to test this solid rocket booster. It's like a free money, you could say. Just launch at launchpad. It's like press X and get 5,000. Okay, so there we go. Launching the booster. Oh my god, we're accelerating rather hard. Holy shit, we've burned out. Okay, time to pick up some contracts. I believe I will take the investigate the island contract and achieve an orbit around Kerbin. I can do it. An orbit around Kerbin. And off to the drawing board we go. We start off with an airplane to send Jebediah Kerman, the brave one, to investigate the island airport, and some mysterious there. I believe I will go with the simple design, but since we're going anyway, I'm thinking to add some science instruments. I'm gonna be using 2 engines, one at the front and one at the back. The one at the front will provide air intake to the rather jet engine in the back. And as you can see, we can put some science here and there. Again, the aircraft is gonna go anyway. I just need to be sure that the part count would allow so. We don't want to exceed it. So with the wheel placement, now we have the nose of the airplane is up, and therefore it should take off rather easy. Actually, I think I've done a mistake here. Okay, so with this it wouldn't work for several of reasons. Reason number 1, the runway is not straight. Reason number 2, landing. With the short wheel on the back, we would definitely crash. And off to our next mission, make an orbiter. Again, I'm not gonna overkill the damn thing, but as it seems, I'm good at that. It's like a Scott Manley all over again. So the mission is to orbit. However, just in case we failed or we did even succeed, I want to build an orbiter that's able to relay back some science, because the science is the only reason we're playing the game. We don't have reaction wheels yet, so we will be using a monopropellant RCS system. Ironically, we cannot launch from any other pad, as each one would cost us 100,000 to operate or to turn on. We have the solar panel, but this is the ugly one. It's a 2.3. So I'm guessing I would be going with a solid state rocket booster and a few winglets here and there. That should keep us balanced. Alright, off we go. Nice. Now hold your horses, this is just a simulation. So I just wanted to check if this would even make it to orbit or to space. Now I know definitely it would make it to space, but I'm not sure if we do have enough delta V to make it up to orbit. Well, so far so good, except that we are spinning out of control. I have a feeling that I can fix this. It's never too late. I spent 1,000 units to get the simulation. We should definitely make it. You know, the funny thing is I actually got control back. This is great. We are achieved half an orbit. We could make it. We could make it. Yep. Yes, we did it. We did it with a monopropellant leftover fuel. We actually achieved an orbit, and it's rather stable. So with the current design, let's build it. Alright folks, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what should we be doing next. As of now, this is just an intro to the whole new series, and in the next episode, we will be sending our first rather basic orbiter and investigate the island tower and hangar. Meanwhile, if you like my video, feel free to subscribe to receive the update on the series, and don't forget to smash that like button. Until then, stay tuned.